Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is our evening routine. If you're new here, I'm a mum of 2 boys. I also have a stepdaughter, but she wasn't here as this was a school evening. So this is our evening routine right the way from dinner time through to bedtime for my 7-year-old and also my 18-month-old. Sit back, relax and enjoy this video. So our evening starts around 5:30 where we will have dinner. The boys are just going to watch some TV whilst I dish out the dinner. I was super organised and popped some new potatoes and veg in the steamer. The steamer is my lifesaver, guys. You have to have one. I then had a roast in the bag chicken, so it's kind of like a midweek roast. So I do plate hubby up a dinner, but it is very rare that he's home for tea time. It's a shame, but it's just the way our family works. He's always there in the morning to help me, but in the evening it is just me and the boys. So I'll plate him one up and then me and the boys will sit together and have our dinner. So just keeping it real over here, the 18-month-old threw half his dinner on the floor and decided to have a little whinge at the end of our dinner. And my son ended up having to sit on his own, the 7-year-old, and finish his dinner because, of course, a third of the way through our meal time, he decided he needed the toilet. So he's basically in the toilet the whole dinner time. So I'm just cleaning up the floor, cleaning up my son's high chair, and I'm just going to do a quick whip round whilst my 7-year-old finishes off his dinner. Once all of the cleaning up has been done, I do like it to be finished before I go up. I'll go and run the bath. This is around 6:30. We're just using the Aldi version of Johnson's bedtime bath, which really works for us. I'll then get all of Spencer's bedclothes ready and also prep his milk before I bring him up for the bath. So Spencer is on 9 ounces of milk, 1 bottle at night before bed and 1 bottle in the morning when he wakes up. Bath time is just my 18-month-old son Spencer. My 7-year-old had a shower in the morning, so I'll just let him have a 10-minute play. He does have a bath most nights because he gets so dirty, especially with feeding. It goes in his hair. I'm not going to wash his hair tonight. I'm just giving it a good rinse over with the flannel. So as I say, about 10 minutes play in the bath.
They kind of tell me what I'm thinking. Fell in love with the way we are and the way we lose it. There's something different about us.
So as you can see, it's teeth brushing time and Spencer just loves to chew on the toothbrush whilst I brush his hair. And then we'll go into his bedroom and start getting him dressed.
Paper planes, they never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we
So it was getting a little bit late by this point, so Spencer has started drinking his milk already whilst I was getting him dressed. I didn't want to pull his hands away from the milk, so I decided to start reading the story whilst he was drinking his milk. But you'll soon see he decided that he'd had enough and he wanted to get up. Spencer always has a play in the evening upstairs. He's got a little slide in his room. So once he's ready to get up, I finish getting him dressed and then I just let him run around and have a little play.
There's something different about us. We're pouring cup after cup after cup. Yeah, it's just the way we do it. Anything just to block out the real life.
So by this point, I'd asked Oscar, my 7-year-old, to come up and pop his pyjamas on. He's very independent as he is 7. So he does that, and then he has a little play with Spencer. So whilst they are happy playing, I will just go and rinse out the bath. I do this every night because honestly, once they're in bed, I need to flake. I don't want any more jobs to do, so I like everything to be done. Just give it a good rinse and put everything away. It makes me feel so much better.
Not to be like them. We fly around like paper planes. They never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us. Still they wanna tear us apart.
It's now time for a story for Spencer. Now sometimes we do this on my bed, as you may have seen in another video, and we sometimes do this on Oscar's bed, and we sometimes do this in Spencer's room. Whichever room we're in is always nice and chilled. Tonight Oscar decided he wanted to read to Spencer. He doesn't do this every night, but he wanted to. So it's either myself or my husband. My husband was actually home by this point, but he hadn't had his hair cut, obviously, and he was like, oh, I don't want to be in the video. So he often comes in and actually takes over with Spencer and reads him his story. So once his story's been read, I will just spend some time giving him a cuddle. Sometimes I sing him Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. He loves it. So we'll just have cuddles and kisses, and then he goes in his bed with his You in the Dream sheet, and he'll go to sleep. So it's now time for Oscar's story. This is something we do most nights. The weekends we don't tend to do this, but every weeknight we do this. So at the moment we are reading Danny the World Champion by Roald Dahl, and I read a couple of pages and then he'll read a couple of pages. So it's just a way to get him reading, and he also loves it. He's just a child that loves books and loves stories, and I like this time for me and him to spend together. But again, hubby was home and sometimes he will just take over. It's just because he didn't want to be in the video, which is totally fair enough. So yeah, Oscar has a little read and then it is lights off. So he wanted me to show you all of his really cool lights. He has a star projector which projects onto the ceiling. And then he also wanted me to show you his disco lights that he puts on. I don't know how he falls asleep with this, but he does, and he loves it. So it is now time for me to go and get these clothes off and pop my pyjamas on. I'll pop my pyjamas on, which are gorgeous, and I will link them down below. I'm then going to go downstairs and make myself a hot chocolate. I'm trying so hard not to reach for the snacks. Thank you so much for watching tonight's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if there's anything else you would like to see. This was actually a suggestion from one of my viewers, so thank you very much for that. Yeah, as I say, please let me know. Please don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I shall see you all soon.